Hello, folks. Senior Speed here. My friends and fellow riders, I want to share with you some of my personal methods that I use when I am trying on gloves and fitting gloves and things of that nature. I have before us today in my office chair 11 pairs of gloves. Well, it's not pairs, these are singles. These are all the right hand sides to the gloves. And I want to show you a few things so that you get an understanding for what it is that I do, the way I try to make things work. I'm going to try to keep this video as absolutely short and concise as possible. Okay, so first let's start with this guy right here. All right, I just want to start with this. Two things I'm going to do. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and wrap this here, putting it right across, whoops, sorry, wrap this here and put it right across the knuckles. Now, one other thing I need to mention to you that it's my desire to do, and that is to not do any editing. Um, I am a former broadcast television professional. I don't want to edit anything ever again. I enjoyed my work. I enjoyed what I was doing. I just don't feel like editing right now in my life. I want to edit as little as possible. Okay, so as I wrap this here, we see the end of the tape right around the neighborhood of 8. If I expand my hand, it's still right around the neighborhood of 8. And it's over here on right above my knuckle area, okay? Now, here's something else I'm going to do. We did that and we said that that was 8 inches. I want to show you something else that I'm going to do. I'm going to put this right here at the heel of my hand. Nobody tells you to do that, but I'm just doing this for you so that you can see what's going on. I'm going to take this and stretch this out, stretch my hand out. It would be a lot easier if I had my hand flat. You know what? Let's make my hand flat. Let's just get this out of the way. Make my hand flat right here. Hopefully you can see this. Heels down here at the end of the tape. My hand is flat. My index finger is going up here. And where it is, I'm kind of in the way. But you can see, again, with my middle finger rather, I'm almost at 8 inches. With this being down here, I can move this way a little bit. Let's try that. Heel of my hand, my palm is here at the crease. I'm going right here, about 8, 7.5 inches there, okay? And once again, on this measurement, we're going to take this guy, put him right around here, nice and not super tight at all. And I'm fooling around 8, 7.5 again, 7 3/4, going on to 8, almost there, okay? If I expand and I do this, right? Okay, it only gets smaller from there down with my hand. This is a muscle that you might want to use to measure around that if some of you have a larger base on that muscle there, because as you can see, it's larger there when I move it down there. If I were to put it under here, you could even see that, but it meets there, and I'm not measuring my thumb, but I am making the tape meet it there. So there it is at 8. So you might want to take that one, take the one around your knuckles. The reason why I'm showing you that is so that you can do the same thing when you get the chance to check out what I'm doing and compare it to what you've done. All right. Even before we get going over here with all of these bad boys there, I want to show you something that I use, and I'll tell you what I do with this a little later on. But I like using bag balm is lanolin, and lanolin is kind to the hands, and it does wonders for leather. And some of the gloves that we get, the race gloves that I get, they're pretty rough on the inside. I don't have super sensitive skin, but Nonetheless, there are abrasions when I go to put things on. Not abrasions, but just skins tends to get raw or things of that nature on some of these gloves on the inside because of the way they're stitched. And so I find that using either this bag balm, which is good stuff, I like to use it, either using this or depending on how I'm dealing with things that day, maybe I'll use the Nivea. But we'll get back to what that's all about in a second. Here's what I want to do. You saw the measurements, right? And I want to start out with where I left off, where you saw the waterproof glove that my friend asked about. And another friend has talked about that with me. So we have this on. I want to show you something that has to deal with fitment, okay? So here we are here. And I'm going to start to pick up the pace here. Here we are on fitment. This guy here is my little finger. You can see this palm. You can see what's going on here. I can't gather a whole lot, and so I'm happy about that. That means this glove is a good fit. As I push down on each one of these, we have not a lot of play here. Here's my finger, my little finger. So I have about this much room in there when my hand is extended. Once I curl it over, some of that room goes away. All right. So that's a fit. And on this particular glove, this is that Sedici leather waterproof winter glove. This one is a size medium. Okay. All right. So it's a lot thicker on the inside. It's got a lot of warming things on the inside. Now, let's move to a non-gauntlet, but it's still going to be a Sedici, okay? Because I want to stay there for just a second. Where are we? All right, here we go. Here we go. Well, before I go there, I want to show you hot wired, the electric gloves. The hot wired gloves are gloves that obviously are heated. You plug in and they go up to 122 degrees. You have 3 different heat settings. These also are, you guessed it, a medium, all right, from Sedici, because that's who makes the hot wired brand. All right, so there we go. At least that's what I was told by the professionals over there at my local Cycle Gear. I have a few Cycle Gears, the one in Fontana, the one in Victorville, one in Riverside, certainly the main one down in San Diego, and there's one that I once in a while go to in Montclair, California. But yeah, my guys at Cycle Gear, they have gotten used to me and they know what I want. So we can work together and get things done. So here this fits. This is going to fit pretty much like the other glove did over there, the winter waterproof glove. I haven't worn these electric gloves in the rain. I also haven't grown an afro based on being shocked from having electricity next to me and water next to the electricity. But nonetheless, I like these gloves. They feel good and they do a good job. I really like them. They're cut the same way that these others are cut. All right. Okay, so let's move on from there. Get these off. Now I'm going to go stay with Sedici, and I'm going to go to their summer glove, one of their summer gloves. I don't know what model this is. You guys may have to find that out on your own. I have totally forgotten what model this is, but plenty of mesh everywhere. This is a summer glove. I've worn this on several occasions, actually just bouncing around town. This really absolutely positively flows air through these screens. I'm really pleased with that. I'm not that pleased with this aspect of the palm protection. The palm slider, TPU slider, that makes me happy. It's a good thing. The way it's put together, we have a few things here and a few things over here that are nice. But nonetheless, here's how this fits, and this is a large, a men's large, and the way this one fits me. Don't forget, this is the same company, but with a different use. The way they designed this to be cut. This is it. I am squeezed up against here with my little fingers, and all of these fingers are absolutely up against the tips here. Okay, like fingernail stuff is right in there. So, including the thumb. Here's my thumb. See, I can almost show you my thumbnail. That's my thumbnail right there. So we have that going on there. It's a nice fit, including down here. This is why I measured like I did at the base here of my wrist, of my palm area, because oftentimes you'll have some things here that can become very annoying as it rides on that section, because that's where I am right now. So you may want to check that out and see what's happening. If you have no more room up here, you're going to have a problem with fitment. So that's why I didn't get a medium in this, because it was too small. I ended up getting a large. And the large works for the infrequent times that I use it. Okay, so whatever model of Sedici summer glove this is how it fits. It's a large, and excuse me, life is good. Thanksgiving dinner is something else. All right, so the next Sedici I want to go over with you is moving up. It is a sport glove. I guess you could take it to the track. I'm not certain about that. I'm not taking it to the track, but I guess you could. I'm not sure what model this is. Again, this is something that I looked at. I liked. I liked it a lot. And the reason why I liked it was because it's blue. My Gixxer is blue. And I said I need to get something blue to match the Gixxer so I can look cool. Well, aside from looking cool, I needed to work and I needed to fit. So again, this is a large. Yeah, I'm still looking for the name of this glove. I don't know which glove this is, folks. Sorry about that. But anyway, so this is a large, and the way this large fits me is pretty much like the last one fit, actually. My little finger, this is my little finger right here at the end, right here, boom, boom. All of these, I'm right up against it, just right up against it. The thumb, as you can see, there's some movement there in the thumb. If I try to get this on tighter and tighter and tuck this down here, some of that movement goes away. All right, and you can see on the stitching here, that to me looks like it's going to be a weak point, and I'm not too thrilled about that. So anyway, here we have the glove. It's on. Boom. It's a nice looking glove. I like what they've done with the one piece deal right here. All of that is nice in the event of a slide, and I have some protection on my wrist bone here and on this side over there, and of course up top over here. You know, all of that's great. Flexibility and things of that nature. It's a good glove as far as that is concerned, and it will flow air. It has flow. The air flows through it well since I used it when I was riding. After I bought it and came home, I went on about a 70-mile trip with them after walking around in the store with them on for about 15 minutes. So that's how that goes, right? So that's a good fit. It's a large, and it's an unknown Sedici model. I can't remember the name. I'm sorry about that. Okay, now let's move up their food chain a little bit, and I want to show you two more of the Sedicis, right? Both of these are the same model. And again, I forgot the name of these, and they don't have the name of them on the inside. As a matter of fact, they have more of a generic branding on these. Where is it? I saw it on one of these earlier. Oh, here it is. Anyway, this is just a size large right here. And this one is a medium, okay? And this says Sedici Sport, but it's not called that when you go to look it up to find out what it is. I think it starts with a T, I don't know. But this one is a size medium, okay? So we're going to try on the medium. I want you to see something with this. And this is where we start to get with the finesse of the things that I do to make things work for me. So on this medium, this is a nice tight one. I wanted one that's like super tight, or comfortably super tight, I should say, right? This is a great glove. I really enjoy the construction of what they have in this glove. It's nice quality, very soft, very comfortable. Also, though, one of the things that I enjoy is the hard outer protection here, my TPU there, my slide, all of this right here is just really nice. The leather feels incredible, and I really like it. Okay, so here we go with this. Here's my room. I have some wiggle room here in my little finger. No top room at all in my thumb. Okay, but I mean, all of this just fits, pardon the pun, like a glove. This is really good stuff. I really enjoy this, right? But this was tight when I first got it. And what I decided to do when this was in the summer, and this glove is about 2 years old. And what I did, I put the bag balm that I showed you earlier, I put this stuff on my hand, on both of my hands actually, and stuck them. It was a very hot day, and I stuck my hands inside of this glove and with the bag balm on it, and rode around for the majority of the day. And the glove just broke in really, really nice, and I really enjoyed. Got a very custom fit out of this because the stretch, that the heat and the lanolin combined together helped create a very nice stretch for me with the glove. Okay, so this is a really nice fit. I don't want to wear this for much longer than an hour, because it is a tight fit. I mean, it feels like a second skin. I had some things that would annoy me on this part of my fingers, on the inside of the glove, here at the protectors, the knuckle sliders, area. But that helped, the bag balm helped to soften those areas up a little bit and to make them a little more bearable. Okay. So there you have that as far as that's concerned with this glove. So this one fits really nice, fits tight. But again, I don't want to live in this glove for much longer than an hour and 15 or 20 minutes. Okay. All right. So this one goes to the side. That's again, the medium. Here is its same exact glove, except this one is a large. And with this one, I wanted to be able to use that glove. The reason why I got a large, I wanted to get a white glove, and also wanted to get that same glove because I really enjoyed the way it was constructed. I wanted to get the same glove and be able to live in it a little longer, maybe 3 hours, if I'm going to tour, go somewhere, leave this part of California and go to Nevada or go to Arizona or something like that. I want to be able to have this glove on, be comfortable with the glove, and keep it on, right? So here we are with the glove. I really like it. It's white. It's nice. It's fun. But it's comfortable. Now, things got a little larger here. Look at all of this room that I have for my little finger, okay? But now when I close my fist, it's not in the way, and a portion of my little finger comes up. Matter of fact, you can almost see the shape of the nail of my little finger here. So it feels really good. I've got room. Life is good. It doesn't cause blisters. These don't cause blisters because they're not that big on my hand. So I like that. And then sometimes I use a palm protector to take up that little bit of extra space that I have in some areas, like right over here on the little finger slider area, where you do a low side, you're sliding along with this thing. Sometimes I want to take that up so it doesn't rotate on me and cause problems for me. So, it's okay. There are some problems here that I've just noticed, even with this. So, you get what you pay for, and apparently I got what I paid for with this. So I guess I won't be going anywhere with these guys. That's not going to help a guy out at all. We don't like that. Look at this. No, we don't like that at all. So let's keep that in mind as you're going to make your purchases and things of that nature. I wasn't planning on doing a deconstruction video, but it looks like that's what just happened. So I'm going to set these off to the side, and I'm going to be in search of a better replacement for the purpose that I got this glove for. Okay. All right. So this one goes to the side, but the fitment again on this is a large. This one's a large. Same glove, and you can see the kind of room that I have. Okay, let's move on. We did that Sedici, the black one. There's that one. Okay, they're up there. Now, let's move on to another short summer glove. And this one is a Dainese, right? Now, you guys saw the measurement of my hand. And I want you to see how things can differ here, depending on the use of the glove, all right? So, this one, I guess it's the MIG is the model of what this is on Dainese. And the size here for me in this glove I purchased was a 9.5. Can you see that? There we go. It says 9.5 extra large. All right. So here's what I did with this one. Man, I wanted to be done a lot faster than this. But anyway, here's what I did with this one. This one, I soaked it and put it in the dryer. And what I wanted to concentrate on was this leather around here and the overall leather in some other places. And in doing so, the thumb was really huge, but it's not now, okay, because it shrunk to a degree. And I really like that. And once again, after I did it, I put my lanolin on and I rode around all day for a while with these bad boys on, and with my Laguna Seca suit, and I felt really cool. All right, I liked it a lot, so it was fun. And as you can see, this is a summer glove. So, and it's got for the city use. You can use it for your phones and all that kind of stuff, right? Touch screen. So it's a good glove, but that's the thing that I choose to do. I'll wet some gloves and actually put them in the dryer. Now, in other cases where the glove is too small, I will wet the glove, and here's the example of that one. I'll wet the glove and put the glove on while it's soaking wet and let it air dry as I'm using it on the street, as I'm using it for a very long ride. And I'm working, all of my controls and doing everything else with the super small glove on that is now stretching and becoming that second skin type of a glove that I need, that makes me feel good and secure wearing that glove. All right. So this is what I do when I can't find when I have found a glove that I like, but it's just a half size too small or a half size too big. If it's a half size too small and I think I can live with it, and I've been used to stretching things out, I will do that. I'll stretch it out by getting it soaked in water and then putting this bad boy on my hands and then riding with the soaked glove while it's on my hand. So that's the other thing that I do with that. And it just forms, dries, and then I'll treat it with the lanolin also. And it just becomes a really nice thing. But here's what's so crazy about it, right? This is Alpine Stars. This is their seller glove. And this is an extra large. So remember what you saw on my measurements. We go from medium, we go all of these different sizes. This is an extra large also, just like this Dainese that was here. It was an extra large, but it was too big. This one was too small in the Alpine Star. So go figure with that one, all right? Okay, now let's go back to stay with the Alpine Star for just a moment. And on this particular glove, this is their gauntlet track glove. This is also an extra large, right? It's a GP Plus glove. It's an extra large. And I had to shrink this one down. I stuck this, got it wet, stuck it in the dryer for a while, because I had to do it about 3 times actually to get this where I want it, and it won't go any further. And so I didn't see the point in doing it any longer because I didn't want to damage the leather and weaken the leather and the stitching and things of that nature. So I want you to see something about this glove. This is the extra large. It fits everywhere else. Fits everywhere else just perfectly. Look, even the thumb. There's my thumbnail, right? Right? Fits really good right there, right? Fits good, feels fantastic. But this little finger, I don't know what they were doing with this bad boy. It's just like they had a lot of leftover cowhide or something, and they said, yeah, let's just go ahead and wrap this puppy up. I'm even thinking about taking this down to my my guy at Anthony's Leathers down on the coast and have him cut a little away and stitch this up a little tighter. That would be a good thing. But I like the glove a lot. Okay, so there we have that. Now the only thing about this one, for some reason or another, this glove makes me develop calluses. And so when I wear these, I have to wear my palm protectors because I took a ride that was what was it, a 2-hour ride. I was on and off freeways and in traffic and splitting traffic and things of that nature. I went from where I live here in the high desert out to the coast up by Oxnard. And I got to tell you, my calluses were raw. They were raw when I came home. It was the most painful situation I had encountered in a long time. So I got my palm protectors, and from now on, whenever I wear these gloves, I wear my palm protectors with them. Okay. So anyway, that's what's going on with these guys. I love the gloves though; they're really nice. Now, let's look at the Druid. Where are we here? The D1s, right? The Druid D1 longs. And the size of these guys, open this up. This is the size that I actually wear, 8.5 medium. Okay, and watch this. Little finger. I don't know what the deal is with the little fingers. I guess there are some people that have like really hugely large little fingers. I don't. And so here we are again with this deal with the little finger. Look at that, right? So when I curl up and I'm in a fist, it comes up Dainese. It comes up really nice. And I'm here in a fist. So it doesn't bother me too much. When I'm out, I'm swimming around in this bad boy. But when I'm clutched or when I'm using my levers and things of that nature and I'm trail braking and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing here, this works out really well and it feels good. My thumb here is just a little loose, you know. It's when I see situations like this, it just reminds me that this is not a custom made glove. This is a glove that came off of the rack. Okay. But what saves me from blisters with these, as well as my other Dainases that I've had for 3 years now, my end gloves, is the Rossi tickler. This really helps a great deal to help you not develop calluses. Okay, so once again, there we go with that, and you can see what's happening, and now you know there. And that's what size that is. Again, 8.5, 8.5 medium. All right, man, trying to make it through all of these bad boys. Next, wanted you to see this. I believe these are the full metal. Just a second, excuse me, as I try to get to this bad boy here. It's either the full metal or the steel. I almost saw it. No, this is the Pro Race. Well, you can't really see it in there, but it's the Pro Race. And the Pro Race in what size? Let me get to that also. I do remember when I was getting these to fit the way I need them to fit. I did a lot of the dryer stuff with this a few times over. Okay, here's the size label right here. Just a second, bear with me. This is also an 8.5 medium. I guess you guys are going to have to take my word on that. It's a little difficult for me to get to here. Boom. Come on, you. Yeah, I did all of that. You'll never see it. But it's an 8.5 medium. And this was large. And also on this glove, on this inner glove, this is the part that hurts when I go to put this on. This section right here. It absolutely positively hurts. It rubs right up against here when I go to put it on. As a matter of fact, you can see a deal there now. And what happens, I've since what it is, it's where all of this is anchored. It's where this strap mechanism is anchored. And so now I've put it on a slightly different way where I get that part of my thumb up here out of the way. And then I get these on. And these are my go-to gloves. As you can see, you can even see, it looks like my hands right here. I mean, it's just perfect. And this is after several weddings. All of this just shrunk down perfect. I'm so happy with these gloves, the way I've got them. And I use that and the bag bomb and rode around for long times with these bad boys on, and I really enjoyed what happened. So you guys have seen pretty much everything that I'm going to show you concerning this now. And as I said, the bag bomb works out really well. Sorry about the super long video because it really was. I don't do videos that long. Excuse me. I don't do videos that long. I don't like doing them that long. But as it is, I wanted to get that done. So if you stayed with me that long, I'm glad you did, and maybe we all learned something there. So if you have any questions, you know how to reach me, and I'll answer them. There's a few people around who have already received answers from me. So I'll do my best to answer your questions in a timely manner. So for now, senior speeds out, and we will talk with you later on. Be safe. Shiny side up, rubber side down. See you later, folks.